Think before you speak. Say what you mean. Ever think about how hard it is to talk to someone? I mean, it's not every day you say, "Oh, what's cooking? Good looking." Am I right? Complimenting someone is mucho easy. We do it every day without knowing it. Compliment, a polite expression of praise or admiration. But how often do you acknowledge someone? Acknowledgement, the acceptance of the truth or existence of something. Ever realize how hard it is, actually? Compliment. Hey, Iris.
Yeah?
I want to tell you that I'm very proud of how you keep your room very clean.
Aww.
Acknowledgement. Hey, Iris, you're my lovely little sister, and I love you with all my heart. And I find that your artwork is very wonderful. I think that you can draw really nicely, and that this time you spent on it, the details you add into your artwork, and the ability to make that piece of work so grand and magnificent. I'm very proud of the fact that you're able to do that. I'm also very, very proud of you for sticking with what Mom says. And although she doesn't agree with what you want to do, I understand that you have a different thought process, and I want you to focus on doing one thing first, and that's getting through school, which you're doing great in. I know sometimes you have a hard time, but I'm proud that you sometimes would ask when you can or you want to, even though sometimes you kind of, I have nothing to ask. But I'm very happy that you're willing to ask, and you're willing to go out there and try new things now. I'm very happy that you're doing more than you used to do. You're more aware of everything, and I can see that you've grown up a lot more than you were a while ago. And I love you for everything, and I hope that you keep growing and developing into a wonderful grown girl and start to drive someday maybe, because I know you don't really want to, but you'll go over the fear of crazy drivers on the streets.
Okay.
Compliment. You ready? Hey, Mommy.
What?
I think you look very beautiful.
Am I?
Especially when you dye your hair again.
You do it for me.
Yes, and when you dress all pretty when you go out. And then I think you're really funny when you ask me, "Do I look good in this?" before we go out.
Am I?
Acknowledgement. Hey, Mommy. Thank you for giving birth to me and my sisters. Although we argue a lot, we still love each other, and we very much love you and Dad as well. I also really like the fact that you will cook for us. You cook a different meal every day. There's always different dishes on the table. You keep our tummies full with all your beautiful, wonderful, and random creations. Although sometimes you say, "I don't know what I made. I don't know what there is in here. I just put everything in there." Sometimes I get mad at you for not eating lunch, and then we go out for lunch together. But it's okay, because sometimes you eat lunch when I'm not there, so that makes me happy. But what makes me more happy is when you're happy. So if you're able to keep yourself happy, be that jolly, jolly person, you influence me to continue to be happy. There's a lot of happy going on in our life. With you and Dad being happy, and the sisters being happy, and then I'm happy. So, also, you spend a lot of time taking care of all of us. That includes Dad and our cat. You spend a lot of time taking care of the house, even though it seems like
I'm messy.
It's still messy. But I know you try your best. You stay out very late at night to also do our bills, do everything. And I wish that you would sleep earlier. But I know that is very important. But I want you to be able to sleep earlier. And I want you to know that I know what you do every day, even though if I'm not here, even though I can't see what you're doing. I want you to know that I love everything that you do.
Thanks very much, honey.
You think that was easy? Oftentimes we don't tell people what we truly feel about them or what we really see in them. Just because it seems like they're doing it, and that's all that matters. Especially with our parents. They do so much for us, and all we do is, oh, thanks. And that's it. We move on every day thinking, oh, they know we're grateful. They know that we know. They might know, but it doesn't hurt to tell them what you really feel. It doesn't hurt to say, hey, I love you. I know everything you do for us is for us. I know everything you do is because you love us. And it's out of love that you do what you do for us. Being able to compliment someone is so much easier than acknowledging someone. Saying your acknowledgements is probably the hardest things. You realize so much about someone, yet you're not able to put it into words. And that's the biggest challenge. Now, I challenge you.